The ocean has a lot of surface waves that go up and down, and what we can devise is different systems that take advantage of being thrown up and down with the ocean currents and release that kinetic energy and turn it into electricity.
Wave power, Earth's untapped renewable energy resource. Continue watching to find out more.
Noia means hello in Rotuman, an Austronesian language spoken by the indigenous people of Fiji's Rotuma Island. My name is Tamafa. The caring people of Rotuma Island thank you for choosing the vegan lifestyle and for going green to help create a sustainable planet. Welcome to our Golden Age Technology program on wave power. All around the world, renewable energy has emerged as an important topic of discussions involving sustainability. People have begun to realize that with every passing year, sources of energy such as petroleum, coal and natural gas are becoming less and less available. These resources, also known as fossil fuels, cannot be replaced once their limited supplies have been depleted. With the threat of climate change becoming increasingly powerful, it's clear that alternative energy solutions must quickly be found to sustain our planet. In today's program, we'll learn about wave power and how it could be the future source of clean energy for our planet. Renewable energy is crucial in leading the world's clean energy revolution. Wind and solar power are currently the most popular sources of clean energy. However, environmentalists are now looking toward a new type of renewable resource that holds tremendous potential: wave power. Wave power, also known as marine or ocean energy, captures the energy of tides, currents, and wind waves from the world's oceans to generate renewable power. Unlike wind and solar conditions, the status of waves or swells can be easily forecast for periods of 48 to 72 hours in advance, making the availability of wave energy easy to predict. So how does the generation of wave energy work? In this process, the up and down motion of floating devices caused by the motion of ocean swells generates electricity. In other words, wave energy is drawn from the swells created by wind. Wave energy is actually a derivative form of solar power. Waves are created by the action of wind blowing across the surface of seawater. The sun warms up Earth's surface unevenly, causing differences in air temperature. As the air temperature rises, the air moves from hotter to cooler regions of the atmosphere, resulting in winds. Sea waves hold tremendous amounts of energy. According to the US Energy Information Administration, the theoretical annual energy potential of waves off the coasts of the United States is estimated to be as much as 2.64 trillion kilowatt hours, or the equivalent of about 64% of US electricity generation in 2018. Various methods for harnessing ocean energy currently exist. We'll next cover some of the most common approaches.
Let's start with the tides. We have tidal ranges that go up and down twice a day in many parts of the world, and in some regions the tidal difference is very large. In some are low, for example, we find 10 meters or 30 feet of tidal difference between high and low water, and it's even more in the Bay of Fundy. Those places have understood how to use the power of alternating sea levels and use that difference of gravity to fuel turbines that can produce electric energy from the tidal difference. At the same time, you can also have tidal currents that go back and forth every 6 hours in a different direction and use tidal turbines to harness that energy. It is estimated that together, tidal currents and tidal turbines can produce as much as 0.9 terawatts, which would be quite a significant fraction of the global energy production. The other methods that we can use to generate electricity from the ocean come from a different system. And here we're harnessing the waves. So the ocean has a lot of surface waves that go up and down, and what we can devise is different systems that take advantage of being thrown up and down with the ocean currents and release that kinetic energy and turn it into electricity. Some use systems where the waves spill over an artificial reef and then slowly the water, as it sinks down, generates energy. Other systems use mechanical elements that get pumped up and down to produce energy that way. The third way you can produce energy from the ocean is you can harness the power of the great ocean currents. We know about the Gulf Stream and deep ocean circulations, we know about coastal currents, and all these provide energy that we could also harness. And there are different systems designed that look like giant kites with propellers underneath them that would then sail in the Gulf Stream and sail in the major ocean currents, have rotors that spin around and generate currents. These currents would then be transmitted through the kites. But you can also see you have the energy in the middle of the ocean. Transporting on land is a bit of a challenge because you need to have plugs where you plug these turbines in, and then you have to have the cables that bring the energy back to shore.
We'll pause for a moment now to thank all the scientists and engineers for their efforts in developing innovative ways to generate clean energy. We'll be right back after this message. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Welcome back to our program on wave power. Many scientists and energy companies are working on and testing devices to harness wave energy from the oceans. Let's look at some of the advances that have taken place in this field. Associate Professor of Mechanical Engineering, Dr. Reza Alam of the University of California, Berkeley in the United States is an expert on wave mechanics. Together with his team at the university's Theoretical and Applied Fluid Dynamics Laboratory, Dr. Alam has developed a wave carpet that extracts energy from ocean waves and transforms it into electricity that can be used in households and cities, and can boost local supplies of fresh water.
It's been known that muddy seafloors can take out a huge amount of energy from ocean waves above them. Mud basically moves up and down under the action of the waves, and small-scale motions called turbulence occurs within the mud layer, and that converts the wave energy into heat. Our idea was to design a carpet that sits on a seafloor and acts like the mud layer and extract energy from ocean waves and convert it into useful energy.
This is our latest design. So how the system works is that the waves run over the carpet, and then while running over the carpet will adopt the wave motion. So in both motions, up and down, we generate hydraulic pressure that's fed into one discharge pipe, and this discharge pipe then brings hydraulic pressure onshore, and onshore we can convert this hydraulic pressure into electricity or fresh water.
One of the most promising technologies to emerge recently for harnessing wave energy comes from down under, from the Australian Wave Swell Company.
This is Tasmania's first attempt at generating power from the ocean. WaveSwell is the company behind this $8 million energy converter destined to help power King Island.
And a lot of people will probably say, gosh, why haven't we done this sooner? Why didn't I think of that? It's one of those type of technologies.
Construction on the trial unit started in October last year. It's been tested for months at Launceston's Australian Maritime College. The team is confident its design will work, where many attempts at harnessing the waves have failed. In other projects, units have sunk or broken free from moorings.
How will you mitigate those failures from those other projects?
We've got a very simple design, very simple, robust build, and we should be able to have a reliable and sustainable device.
The design is essentially mimicking a natural blowhole. A cave-like space has been made in the centre, which will see waves go in, rise and fall, and move up into the turbine, which then converts into power. It also has no moving parts in the water, a common failure from other designs. If it works, King Island will be powered by 3 forms of renewable energy: wave, wind and solar.
To be able to generate your own power would be a marvellous plus for most islands.
Over in Europe, AW Energy is a Finnish pioneer in the green economy with its wave energy technology. AW Energy's flagship product, Wave Roller, is a device that converts ocean wave energy into electricity. It's a submerged wave energy converter based on a hinged panel that is attached to the seabed in the near-shore area. The electricity generated from wave movement is transported to land through a connection with an electric grid onshore. AW Energy is prepping to trial Wave Roller as soon as next year. Another company planning to follow their lead is Core Power, a Swedish wave energy developer founded in 2009. Core Power Ocean is bringing a new class of high-efficiency wave energy converter to market, enabling robust, cost-effective harvesting of electricity from ocean waves. The company hopes to have wave energy technology up and running by 2024. Today, we've learned about some highly encouraging developments regarding the future of renewable energy. We look forward to hearing more news about successful approaches to generating wave power in the near future. Thank you, scientists, engineers, and companies who are working on renewable energy projects in order to provide substantial solutions to climate change mitigation. May God continue to bless us with abundant resources to generate clean energy for our precious planet. Curious viewers, thank you for your company today during our program, Wave Power, Earth's Untapped Renewable Energy Resource. Coming up next is Birding, Connecting Us with Nature, Part 2 of 2, right after Noteworthy News. May you always feel loved and protected by the divine.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/GAT.